Hello guys. So today I am solving Leetcode uh, daily challenge. My calendar one 729. Okay. So let's read the problem statement. You are implementing a program to use as your calendar. Okay. We can add a new event if the adding event will not cause a double booking. Now, what is a double booking? So a double booking happens when two events have some non-empty. Okay. Here is the catch. Non-empty intersection. Therefore, some moment is common to both events. Okay. So now the event can be represented as pair of integers. Okay. Start command. So here I say 10, 20. So 10 is the start, 20 is the end. Okay, that represents a booking on the half open interval. It is half open. Okay, so start is inclusive and end is exclusive. The range of real numbers x such that x is greater than equal to start and x is less than it. So x is what? X is the event that occurs between this time and this time. End is exclusive and start is inclusive. Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to implement my calendar class and initialize the calendar calendar class. So here you can see it is the my calendar, and it what actually does, it initializes the object or initializes the data structure what we will use, and returns true if the event can be added to the calendar successfully without causing a double booking. Okay. So otherwise return false. So now let's see how. Let's see the example one. Okay, so here is my whiteboard. So in the given example, input is given as my calendar, and if you know that my calendar is used to initialize the object. Book represents the start and end intervals. So our first interval is 10 and 20. Okay, so as the set is empty, here you can see as the set is empty, we will directly insert 10 and 20 to this set. Now 15 and 25. Now 15 becomes between 10 and 20. So we can't insert it. Okay, so this will not okay, so this will return false as we can't insert it into the my calendar data structure. And 20 to 30, if you can see, and if you remember, the end is exclusive. Okay, so let's rub it. And if you remember is this 20 is exclusive, so we can start an event from timing belongs to 20 and 30, so we return to. Now we have to what I can say, we have to judge when one event, when we can insert an event. Okay, no, when we can't insert an event. So if you remember 15 to 25, I can't insert it to the event because 10 to 10 to 20 is already there. So here are the four cases that I got in which you can't insert an event. Okay, now what type of data structure you will use? So here you will use a set data structure, set or map. Okay, here int comma st. Okay, now why I am using set? Because set actually in set you can what I can say, first of all you can store it in sorted order. Okay, that's one plus one. Set you can store in sorted order, and then we can insert an element in a set in more easy way. Okay, in more easy way, and we can delete a element of set in more easy way. So I am using here set data structure, and you can also use map data structure, no problem is there. So the main agenda is that I have to put one start and end in any data structure that can handle it. Okay, so now an element of a set, I am denoting it as P. Okay. Now, so P dot first is the starting point of an event, and P dot second is the ending point of event. Let's suppose my function, this function is called. Okay. Now start and end belongs to here and here, here and here. Okay, now as you can see, start is greater than equal to P dot first. less than p dot second, and here end is greater than equal to p dot second. So this becomes one condition when an overlapping occurs, therefore we will return false. Okay, in similar way, other cases can be solved. Okay, let's suppose in this case also we can't insert an event because it overlaps. As you can see, end is coming in between of these. Here also we in this third case also we can't insert an event because as you can see this is an overlapping event, and here this is also an overlapping event. Okay, now as you can see I have written the formula for every four cases. Okay, and it is not a rocket science to write each and every case. Okay, now one point you have to remember this while writing this first case. Okay, while writing first case you have to ensure that start is less than p dot second. Okay, if start is greater than equal to p dot second, then it is not an overlapping because you will start from here. But that is not the case. Start is less than p dot second. So this is one condition. And in another case, you have to ensure that oh, s- you have to ensure that in this case end is greater than p dot first. I am talking about this. Okay, end is and if we exclude this condition, then end can come from here and it is not an overlapping. Okay, end will come here and this will not be an overlapping. In other two cases it is what I can say. In other two cases, let me do some erasing. One second. And in other two cases, it is just simply start is less than equal to p dot first, end greater than equal to p dot second, as you can see in this what diagram. Now let's clear this. Okay, now let's see to the coding part. Okay, what I have done. Okay, now as you can see, I have in global variable or in global declaration, I have declared my set. No need to call my calendar because already the set is empty. And in the function book, if set is already empty or size is 0, we can insert the start and end what pair and return to. Else, we traverse to hold the set, take the take the set element and store it in P. Now, if you can see here, I am doing it. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now, as you can see, bool 1 represents our first case, bool 1 represents the first case, bool 2 represents the second case, bool 3 represents the third case, and bool 4 represents the fourth case. And if any one of these four conditions is true, then we will return false. Otherwise, we will insert the element start and end, else returns true. Now, as you can see, don't be get worried about 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, start is greater than p dot first, start is less than p dot second, end greater than equal to p dot second, greater than equal to 7. It is nothing but what I have written here, and it can be done manually. I am telling you that this is easy. Okay, this is easy and you can do it by yourself. As you can see, start is greater than p dot fast, end is then less than p dot second. Oh no, start is less than p dot second and end is greater than equal to p dot second. In this way, this is our first approach. Let's submit it. Okay, so as you can see, it is accepted. Now, what is the main observation that I want to show you? Okay, give me 1 minute or one. Oh, shit. Sorry, sorry. Oh, finally. Okay. Now, what I am trying to say is that if you observe here, P dot first, observe P dot first and start. Okay. Then observe P dot second and end. Take the maximum of P dot first and start. Take the minimum of P dot second and end. And check this condition. If it holds true, if it holds true, then you have one overlapping. You have one overlapping. Okay. If you check these conditions for all these other three cases, it holds true. Okay, not for these cases. Okay, so let's suppose this is one interval and this is one interval, and if you check this condition with these two events, you will find it false. So if this condition holds true, then we can simply return true. Okay. Now I am showing you to the coding part. Okay. And from where I get this idea by observation. Okay. You take the maximum of p dot first and start, and then you take the minimum of p dot second and end. You will get that this condition is true. So no need to this type of haptic. Okay, simply take auto p equal to pointer of it if maximum of is less than minimum, then return false. Okay, now maximum of what? P dot first comma strt start, minimum of p dot second, sorry, p dot second comma end. Then we will return false, otherwise we will return true and also insert it. So let's see, submit it. And see, in this case also we are accepted. Now these two approaches takes order of what? N square. N square time. Okay. Now I have another approach that takes order of n log of n. Okay. Another approach that takes order of n log n. So how we can get to it? If in the first I said that I am using set data structures. Okay, I am using set data structures. What does set does? What does set do is stores the elements in sorted order. Here in this pair int comma int is there. So what it will do, first if the first element of the pair is not equal, then it will store it in sorted according to the first element of that pair. Otherwise it will sort in the second order of that element. Now what I am trying to do is, see, one thing is clear. If set is empty, then we will just insert the interval. Okay, start and end. Otherwise what I can do is I will just take the lower bound of what? Lower bound of strt. Lower bound of the starting position of the new element. So what it will return? It will return the position of the first. It will return the position of the first element that is greater than the current element. Okay. So as you can see here, so 10 and 20 already is present, and when I will do a lower bound of 15, okay, when I will do a lower bound of 15, it will what? It will return an what? We will take a lower bound of start. Oh, sorry, here we have to take lower bound of that element. Okay. Now, in this example, if you see 10 and 20 is already present. Now when it is time to insert 15 and 25, we will first get to the lower bound of 15 and 25. Now it will point to the end because there is not any pair that is greater than or equal to 15 and 25. So my IT, okay, so I am talking about this IT. Okay, iterator will point to st dot end. Okay, so this will point to the end. Okay, now what I will do then, I will just take it minus minus. Okay, so what it minus minus will point to 10 and 20. Okay, see, when I do lower bound 15 and 25, it returns end because there is not any greater than or equal to element that is greater than equal to 15 comma 25. So it will return end. And what I will do is I will just do it minus minus to take a look on the previous pair 15, 10 and 20. And if you can see, I am talking about this case because it minus minus will point to this, and my new or the function start comment will point to this. And if you check here that the start is less than of it dot second. So this is the case where overlapping happens and we will return false. So what if I do a code of it, if it not equal to st dot begin and okay minus minus it dot what minus minus it dot second is greater than start, then we will return false. Okay, else if now 15 and 20, 25 can't be inserted. Okay, now let's suppose we have other test case like uh, mm, let's suppose that this what will happen if this condition is wait 1 second. Let's suppose I do it 19 comma 30. Okay, no 19 comma 30 not. Give me some time. Okay, let's suppose that these two cases was not there. Okay, forget about these two. What we have is 3 comma 8 3 comma 11. Okay, now if we do a lower bound to this element, it will return this pair. Okay, because 10 and 20 is the first element that is greater than equal to 3 comma 11. Okay, what you can see that this case refers to this case. Okay, what we have to check is if end is, if I write here, let's get it bigger. If end is less than, but if end is no, if end is greater than equal to p dot first. Okay, in this case, we will have one overlapping. Okay, no, sorry. End is not, end should be less than p dot second. Okay, what I am confusing here is, see, start and start, it is already checked by the lower bound. Okay, what we have to ensure that end should be less than p dot second to have some overlapping. So if I write in the code form, if it is not equal to st dot end, and what was the condition? Sorry, end is less than p dot second. Then I should return false. Let's see. It will be it select. Okay, so the test case is passed. So I have one wrong answer. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys. So what the problem is? This case is also not ensuring the overlapping. Okay, so let's check for the other part, other overlapping. So let's. So this is our case. Okay. So let's try it other way. What I am trying to say is that sorry, what can be the other possibility? The other possibility will be n is greater than it first. Okay. As you can see here, this is end and this is it first. So end is greater than it first. Let's try it here. End is greater than sorry. End is greater than it first. Again, wrong answer. So something is happening wrong. Let's see. Okay, guys. So I found the mistake. As you can see, I have just swapped the two conditions. I have just swapped the two conditions. Okay. As you can see in this case, particularly, I am changing the iterator. Okay. So if this conditions holds true, then obviously this condition will not work. Okay. So what I am trying to say that without changing the iterator, I am first checking if this condition holds true. Okay. If sorry, if this condition holds true, if this condition does not holds true or it is false, then I am changing the iterator to the previous. Okay. So then if it then that condones if that condition is also false, then I will insert it, and if I submit it, okay, it returns true. So here the time complexity is in log of. So you see that if we try to optimize the code, somehow we struggle. Okay. So you have to be very careful while making the conditions. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed your video well, and have a nice day.